And I'll tell you what, Anthony Stone, again, he is a newcomer here at Beyond Wrestling, a place that many people would say Jefferson Saint has dominated. It's hard, looking at his record, to disagree. So if Anthony Stone wants to make a name for himself here in Beyond Wrestling, going up against his student, Jefferson Saint, well, that's a pretty good idea. But Jefferson Saint, in the opening of this contest, able to take advantage, able to bring his trainer down with that arm drag. And perhaps this is all just part of Jefferson Saint's, psychological mastermind in order to get into his trainer's head just to pull out the victory. We know that Jefferson Saint is very manipulative, very conniving. Oh! And very much getting kicked in the back of the head. Let's take another look at that. Oh, Anthony Stone just following through with that snapmare, rolling through and kicking Jefferson Saint in the back of the head. And it's one of those situations where perhaps Jefferson Saint knows everything. Excuse me. Jefferson Saint knows everything that he was taught by Anthony Stone, but that doesn't mean that Anthony Stone taught Jefferson Saint everything that he knows. I think I fucked that up. That's fine. I'm not going to redub it. Jefferson Saint, though, not able to hold on to that wrist lock. Anthony Stone, though, able to bring him down. Just down with that waist lock. And now Jefferson Saint, though, who also has a great amateur background, knows that he does not want to be in that position, able to get back up to a standing base. And again, Jefferson Saint, a very calculating individual. Really, since coming out to the Midwest area, has done a good job making a name for himself. And again, he puts down Anthony Stone because Anthony Stone, still in the New England area, competing against a lot of the people that he came up with. Jefferson Saint feels like he's done more in professional wrestling. And to be, a trainer, on one hand, you can be proud about the fact that somebody that you trained has been able to find success. But there's also going to be that, that level of resentment. Well, Anthony Stone taking out any frustrations he might have on Jefferson Saint. That drop toe hold right into a submission. But Jefferson Saint right back to that arm. Anthony Stone, though, fireman's carry takeover. And Jefferson Saint knows that he needs to get out of dodge and rethink his strategy. Starting to get frustrated that his trainer is getting the better of him. And just look at that demented look on Jefferson Saint's face. But Anthony Stone, though, is able to stay cool, calm, and collected. And, by being able to stay focused, he's going to maintain the advantage because Jefferson Saint... Jefferson Saint running his mouth to Anthony Stone. Anthony Stone shutting him right up. And this has raised the ire of Jefferson Saint. Now, this is a double-edged sword. When you are able to really upset your opponent, it can work in your favor if he, loses focus and starts making mistakes. But sometimes you get that extra burst of energy, and you can really just go nuts. But see, Jefferson Saint, he made the mistake there. He gets thrown face first, hard into the post on the outside. And Anthony Stone, again, following up, driving Jefferson Saint face first into that post. Now Jefferson Saint trying to crawl away, but Anthony Stone surveying the situation. A kick to the gutty works of Jefferson Saint. But Jefferson Saint right back up, driving Anthony Stone back first, and now just slapping away at his trainer. How disrespectful is that? Well, this match broke down rather quickly. Anthony Stone taking off those gloves. He means business. These two guys just letting each other strike them. See who's the tougher. See who's going to be the last man standing. And just like that, Jefferson Saint taking advantage of the situation. When Anthony Stone is expecting a chop, he comes in with that elbow and now just clubbing away with those cross faces. Anthony Stone trying to retreat back into the ring, trying to protect himself. But Jefferson Saint is vicious. And now Jefferson Saint on the outside. Oh, he has made a mistake, turning his back on his trainer. Momentum off the ropes. Jefferson Saint out of the way, but he gets caught with that drop kick and he gets sent down to the floor. Anthony Stone waiting for Jefferson Saint to get back up to his feet. He's got something in mind, coming with that clothesline, but he misses wildly. Jefferson Saint with that backdrop suplex onto the ring apron. Let's take another look at that. Again, missing with the clothesline, up and down, back first. Just over that steel and wood that makes up the framework of the ring. And now Jefferson Saint just pushing away at his trainer's face and just kicking him in the back. Now Jefferson Saint finally throwing his trainer back into the ring. Show a little respect. This is the guy that brought you. This is the one that introduced you into professional wrestling. But now Jefferson Saint, he's got something else in mind. Perhaps setting up Anthony Stone for that Mexican surfboard. Now just punching away at the kidneys. Unprotected shots. Anthony Stone, though, got caught in that fish hook, and Jefferson Saint has to be careful, or he's going to get disqualified. Now Jefferson Saint just driving his weight down on both of those knees while they're trapped. We know that Jefferson Saint really likes to attack the legs of his opponent. He uses a variation of the figure 4 hold, which every opponent that he's been able to get that hold on here at Beyond Wrestling, he's been able to defeat. But again, just another sign of disrespect. Those back chops, that's not a move that you're going to use to beat your opponent. That's just to inflict pain. And when your opponent is the person that introduced you into professional wrestling, I'm not sure that it's a move that needs to be done. Jefferson Saint isn't just wrestling this match to win it. He's trying to prove a point. And it's going to be at Anthony Stone's expense. Now, again, just stepping on the back and just pulling away at the face. And he's going to be careful because if he gets disqualified, he's going to lose a point. Let's not forget, here, the Beyond Wrestling rule system. If you win a match, you get a point. If you lose a match, you lose a point. That's how the rankings work. It is that simple. If you want to learn more about the Beyond Wrestling ranking system, please go to facebook.com/Beyond Wrestling. Again, wins and losses is so important here at Beyond Wrestling. Anthony Stone is going to do everything in his power to defeat Jefferson Saint. Saint now. He's got Stone back up to a vertical base. Picks him up. Going for that slingshot suplex. Stone, though, able to reverse out of it. Gets sent into the ropes. Up and over, though. Catches Saint in the midsection twice. And now just draping his throat across that top rope. Great veteran move from Anthony Stone. Anthony Stone clubbing away at Jefferson Saint. He's got him in position. That rolling senton brings Saint back down to his hands and knees, which leaves him open for the double stomp. Anthony Stone, though, slow to get to the pin. And Jefferson Saint is able to kick out. We've seen that as one of the most effective moves in Anthony Stone's repertoire. But what else does he have left? What is it going to take to be able to put away Jefferson Saint? And again, another back chop from Jefferson Saint. I mean, you can hear some of the other wrestlers around ringside starting to give Jefferson Saint crap for this. I mean, just imagine if the wrestlers around ringside were in there with him. They don't want to be getting chopped in the back, obviously. And again, Beyond Wrestling is all about the spirit of competition. It's all about respect. If you're not going to be doing something that's going to help you win a contest, it's not really in the spirit of Beyond Wrestling. And the problem with Jefferson Saint, again, he's somebody that is so talented. He has so much natural ability. He's a student of the game. But something has changed inside of Jefferson Saint over the past couple of months. This guy has snapped. And again, something that you don't normally see out of Jefferson Saint, just a kick to the back. Just continuing the assault, the onslaught on his opponent. Just to tease him, just to taunt him, just to show his trainer, hey, how far have you come since I moved out to the Midwest? And he seems to be really pouring salt into open wounds. Again, taking too much time. Anthony Stone able to, just brush Jefferson Saint away, take him down with that drop kick. And that's the opening that a veteran like Anthony Stone needs to capitalize on. A few solid connection with those forearms, not a lot of oomph behind him, and you have to wonder how much damage Jefferson Saint has done. Now Jefferson Saint gonna get whipped into the turnbuckle? No. Saint up and off, coming in with those double knees though. Let's take another look at that. Great ring presence, able to come up with a very effective maneuver. But Jefferson Saint, how smart is he? Rolling to the ropes. Is he too close? Yes, he is. He's got his foot on the ropes. Does not have to exert all of that energy kicking out of the pin. Just able to get that free leg onto the ropes. And again, Anthony Stone, a veteran, cannot afford to make mistakes like that against an opponent as cunning as Jefferson St. Now again, climbing to the top rope, going for that double knees. We'll never know because Jefferson St. sweeps the legs out. And now Anthony Stone on the top rope is still getting affected with the series of chops. And now what is Jefferson St. doing here? You can't get a submission hold in the ropes because your opponent's in the ropes. I think the referee needs to step in and really make sure that Jefferson St. isn't taking it too far. The wrestlers are on ringside pleading with Jefferson St. And again, another back chop. This guy isn't done. This guy is psychotic. What is he doing to punish? What did Anthony Stone ever do to Jefferson St.? You know, he taught this guy what he knows about wrestling. He's the one that introduced him to professional wrestling. And, you know, you don't want to disrespect your trainer like that because while Jefferson St. is in the Midwest earning a negative reputation, you know, that reflects poorly on Anthony Stone, too. But Jefferson St. doesn't care about anybody else except for Jefferson St. Anthony Stone, though, fighting back. Those kicks from the ground, able to get some separation. That one caught him in the face, and he's able to use the momentum to get to the top rope, perhaps going for what he was looking for, and finally able to hit that diving forearm, and Jefferson St. is down. But Anthony Stone cannot capitalize. This guy is spent. I mean, you don't travel 14 hours in a car from New Bedford, Massachusetts to get to be on wrestling to just roll over for anybody. Especially not somebody that you introduced into the professional wrestling game who has done nothing but disrespect over the past 2 or 3 years. Jefferson St. not able to connect with any of those strikes, but Anthony Stone is able to link some offense. Again, coming with that elbow, knocking Jefferson St. down. Anthony Stone finding his second win, a clubbing blow. And now, St. trying to find safety in the corner. He gets pulled out by Stone. Stone with a reversal up and over. Again, though, Stone trying to get St. back into that corner. Saint's able to reverse, but he runs right into a boot. Stumbling around, and he gets caught with that neck breaker. Is he going to do it? 1, 2, 3. No! Jefferson St. still manages to kick out. And if Jefferson St., when he had targeted the knees, if he had continued to work on the leg of Anthony Stone, you would think that this match would be looking a lot differently right now. I would imagine that Jefferson St. would be firmly in control, if not already the victor of this contest. But again, he just wants to punish his trainer. Jefferson St. able to hit that atomic drop. Comes off the ropes, and a diving clothesline towards Anthony Stone inside out. Let's take another look at that. Anthony Stone is vulnerable, and he gets turned inside out with that clothesline. But now Jefferson St., who's been on the receiving end of Anthony Stone's offense for the better part of 2 or 3 minutes, he's slow to get back to his feet. Now able to drape one arm over, but an ineffective pinning combination. Anthony Stone able to kick out. And now the wrestlers are on ringside, chanting for Anthony Stone. And you know, something else that's so unique about the Beyond Wrestling environment is that all of these wrestlers are together for the entire duration of the tapings throughout the weekend. So as these personal issues unfold, you know, a lot of these wrestlers see them unfold firsthand. They're able to make, you know, decisions, able to draw conclusions on their own. And obviously at this point, nobody is favoring Jefferson St. Anthony Stone able to come in with a number of shoulder blocks, a wicked kick, and Jefferson St. is in the ropes. Able to hold himself up. Anthony Stone going for those double knees, but Jefferson St. able to spring off the ropes. He rolls through, able to hold onto the legs, brings Anthony Stone back up to his feet. And we see a slingshot into that Death Valley driver, and that is going to do it. 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you what, Jefferson St. made a lot of mistakes in this contest by taking his trainer too lightly, and it's a shame to see that he's still able to pull it out. But Jefferson St., give him all the credit in the world. One of the toughest competitors here at Beyond Wrestling. One of the most cunning, always using his mind to his advantage, and able to pull one over on his trainer. And all that's going to do is continue to fuel his ego as he continues to just I mean, if he's going to disrespect his trainer like that, just think of how he's going to treat his upcoming opponents here in Beyond Wrestling.